leave this open, unless you want to leave everything open and try to like get yourself one of these.
Asked them to match some of that scaling from Veigar. It's also a great matchup into the Veigar because you can just rift walk your way out of cages. You also are going to be playing into a lane where...
And you just scale.
Yeah, the Veigar is not really going to put kill pressure on. You don't have a lot of power there. It's Wukong Veigar's Jax once again into the Kassadin. You know, Huni mentioned it on the space. You know, it can be quite nice into Kassadin because what he wants to do naturally is rift walk forward into the enemy team, so it often puts you in Counter-Strike range. And
this is going to be a very interesting game. I think Guma's carry performance on Lucian in Game 1 was fantastic for, you know, the obvious reasons of really pressing forward the advantage and that snowball that T1 always does. But I think he's got a great opportunity to carry on the Xayah once again into all of the nice engage on the side of KT.
And you've got Cleanse and the ultimate now to defend against. Yeah.
Hashtag worth, maybe?
Faker will get most of those. He had red buff, so if Faker tried to go up and try anything, would have been putting himself in danger. BDD also in danger, but Cuz here.
ONER, let's see how this goes. He hops into the cage. BDD is quite low, but flashes over and is looking for the kill. The last auto will get it. First blood is to Lee Sin, but BDD picks up a kill, and now Cuz has the play here onto ONER. One more hit would do it, but they call Keria roaming up, and Keria is here to turn the fight as Cuz hands in the air. Nothing he could do. 2v1 as the prio from bot wins T1 the fight.
So 3 flashes expended for exchange of 2 here, but obviously T1 will end up getting the better gold. Now, the kill goes over to BDD and not to in the Faker exchange. He gets an assist. It goes to ONER. So both kills going to the jungle in the case of T1. Now, it is ONER on Lee Sin, and he does a lot with a little. He already has his Iron Spike whip online. Just hold up.
No flash. A little bit of a rough spot here for Keria. He's got an ignite on him. Another stun comes in. It's a free kill gifted on a golden platter. But just want to get the good back off.
Yeah. Deciding not to rush over to the Drake or collapse onto the enemy Xayah, who's bottom, and we'll have level 6 very soon. Aiming just hit his.
Nice play here from Zeus. He's going to all out him underneath. Keen in a little bit of trouble, but looking to maybe trade it back. Just no hops away, and in goes Zeus, takes the 1v1. And this time, he'll get the better of it.
Yeah, has the Ghost available. Keen no flash. Goes over here to try to defend this turret.
Uh-oh. What's going on here? ONER's here as well. The Warrior Trickster might save him, but they are on the chase. As Cuz does have flash. There it is. Trying to get in behind the minions, but it doesn't matter. ONER just flashes on him and kills him.
That was beautifully played from ONER. Third kill for the Lee Sin, and plate gold going over to Zeus. And Keen just overextending there, and Cuz with no level 6. And the Solar Flare is committed. Faker has to flash. And so that's a huge win.
Oh,
no flash now.
He's going to catch him. Exhaust has to be used, and now he's turning it around onto BDD, who is quite low, and ONER's right here for the punish. 4-0 now. He's got Gore Drinker, as Cuz is just barely trying to survive here with the Cyclone.
Oh man, this is a disaster for...
Which is the Jax really struggles early, but not only that, if you get this far behind, it's going to be even worse, as he brings him right over to ONER, but... Nope, it's going to be punched in the face. No butt, actually. just going to go down.
No ifs or ands either, Valdez.
Like, Cuz is there. Nope, just gets punched in the face. Yep. Sometimes that's what happens.
Cuz has no Cyclone, and that was such a great play from Zeus. Just communicated with the rest of his team who's up there. And ONER's like, all right, well, bring him to me. I'll take care of it. As he will get the entirety of that turret, by the way. So 2 turrets now going over to T1.
Hence, you are on vision. That is the way it works. He's going to get knocked up. There's an ignite in as well. Misses the Zenith Blade, and now flash forward. One auto nearly catches Guma, but now even this lane that was slightly in favor of KT, not so much anymore.
Yeah. By the way, I said 2 turrets. I really meant they got plate gold in mid and then the turret on top. Obviously, the mid turret is still standing, but there's no butts here in the bottom lane either.
Second Drake on the map. It's Mountain first, which is going to make this even more annoying. On top of the Chemtech, and it is a Cloud Soul. So I feel like it's actually not that bad, as here is BDD. He's in a lot of trouble, as now all the lanes are falling apart. The one shining light of KT. It was BDD, and now he's died 3 times, and he's going to lose his turret.
Yep, turret's going down here. Cuz he's got Cyclone this time. I don't think he wants to use it here. Just going to try to keep the turret alive. But, I mean, this is a massive gold lead here now. They have 30,000 to the 25,000. We're getting close to 5,000 gold now. In an instant, this has changed, right? It's a 2 Drake lead here as BDD feels safe because he has the cage, but this is a Cassante. Just goes through cage, he doesn't care. Unfortunately for BDD, the follow-up charm is there from Keria. Just chain CC'd to death. Thought the cage alone was going to be enough to save him. It's not, and now you don't have any win. KT don't have any win conditions. Valdez is what. Yeah, T1 just mind controlled my brain.
Sometimes you go Bruce Almighty. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Never go Bruce Almighty.
Except that one time Wolf just did it like 10 seconds ago.
Don't be like me. Don't do that. So you have Herald control now. And this should actually be the second turret for T1 when they decide to drop it here. The mid turret has taken so much damage. This goes back to the same sort of thing. Sometimes with a lot of teams, like, okay, Lee Sin got ahead. What does it mean? How do they use this? ONER has used it everywhere. And now they're starting up Baron. Faker has not even swapped to Smite. They don't even need the double Smite here. He does have TP. Carriers are zoning. Yeah,
that's a lot of damage in onto Zeus, right? Like, what? There were 5 people there. Or 4, I guess, for the majority of it. As down goes the Baron. T1 take it in the face, and they don't even get Zeus.
Yeah, he gets out, really nice all out there and gets away from the top side, or gets away through the top side. As KT, unfortunately, is not able to lock anybody down, not able to get Cuz into the pit. And once again, this Cassante does his job. Like the last time, we saw Faker on the Cassante, he was on the backside of the pit in game 1, just trying to prevent everybody from doing anything. Basically 1v5, and this is Zeus' job now. He's just going to try to keep Cuz away from this Baron pit. That's his job here. Keria's with him. Good dash away from Keria, and he does, of course, have the ability to continue to zone. Cuz just wants to get into the pit, but he's got the charm. And then the follow-up knockup, so there's just no way Cuz can flash or Warriors Trickster or both into there for the 50-50. And they commit everything. And yeah, you lost ult, but okay.
Ghost available. He's just going to go straight through it as he does get stunned on the opposite side of it. But yeah, you're just not getting away from this. 4 people against BDD, and they feed the kill over to Guma, who's now on a killing spree.
And they have Baron buff, so they're just going to push 2 lanes here and start to take more of these structures off the map. They can just go straight for inhibitor first here and then go for the top defend, trying to push out the enemy's support as the siege continues here. And it's just the kind of game that feels so painful to watch if you're a KT fan. You're watching this, you're like, there is no hope. Draining them of their energy here.
All right, little pick now onto the Cassante. Do they have the damage? Yes, they do. The ultimate from the Veigar. Enough to push through all of those resistances.
Zeus has TP, and there's no objective for KT to take during the interim here, so a bit of an overextension from the top laner here, and is unable to get through the cage with his dash there this time. Actually catches himself into it and is blown up. But it buys you time as KT. But the longer this game goes, the more frustrated you become.
Being in a little bit of trouble. Maybe a little bit was, underestimation. As, he was gone in a heartbeat. Did flash to try to get out, but that is the potential of Shirelia's Zyra Khan.
We talked about Zeus. He's not going to be up or the objective can't be taken before he's up. He's respawning here. They have complete map control, and aiming is not really going to be here for the contest of that Baron if it is done right away. KT have to fight through so much. And T1 doesn't even have to start Baron. They could just siege straight up. Faker's backing here with TP. He could just push top. There's the TP itself.
Yeah, another TP comes in. And T1, they don't want to waste too much time with this. They want to take down the inhibitor, get it back in, take the Baron, and go for it as the cages are just not enough. You just see that Zeus isn't getting caught this time.
He can't get in range. BDD is trying so desperately to catch this team, but it's super mobile. The Shirelia's is used by Keria so they can all get out. This is going to be Zeus here getting caught. Fortunately, just taken out, chained there into the cage, and aiming is just desperately trying to get farm. Like, he's just trying to farm. Like, can anyone blame aiming for this? No. And he's like, okay, we killed their top layer, they're resetting. I should be able to get this farm, but The long-range engage here, Gale Force.
Here we go again as in he goes, three-man charm. They're all stuck as the Cades does get massive value. They do take out the Rakan, but I think that's all they're going to get in this team fight from the side of KT. As finally T1 find the angle, BDD might survive. Well, ONER's going to put an end to that. As, yeah, they're going to get the ace, and T1 will be taking game number 3 in this series.
T1 going to match point here in this third game, it looks like, as there is just no recourse against this big of a lead. It's 12,000 gold here at 30 minutes, and KT fell behind early, and the composition of T1 just scales so much better. ONER active in all 3 lanes, takes 3 early kills, and pushes that advantage across the rift. So many near victories for KT in the early game. So many skirmishes that almost went their way. But T1